Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the newly released Ribombee here. We're going to have, of course, some raid IVs here, which is, due to it being released the raid boss right now in New Zealand. It's going to be out in the wild from 10 AM, whichever time you're in right now. Not for me right now. For me, it's currently 2 AM in the morning, and I'm most likely going to go outside in the morning as well again. So a little off sleep for me, but at least we're going to take a look today at Ribombee. If you appreciate the effort, please leave a like here because, this is always kind of awkward to do those videos late at night. But today we can at least take a look at Ribombee. This Pokemon is, I think it's a very unique typing. I don't think there's any other Pokemon currently available that has this typing. It's a Fairy and Bug typing. Has access to the move Fairy Wind as a fast move, which is amazing. I think in something like, I don't know, some different bug type fast move, which is definitely not as good as Fairy Wind, of course, otherwise. As you get completely wrecked here by a Charizard, by the way. I'm just going to forfeit this matchup because there was nothing that we can do. But yeah, this Pokemon is very unique with the typing and it completely hardwalls a Buzzwole. Like, honestly, you have like this gigantic fighting type Pokemon with all its muscles and it literally has to swap out against a small little fairy there. It is a wild. But yeah, a very interesting Pokemon itself, very attack rated, has definitely good nuke moves here. It's literally Ribombee, as this Pokemon, only has nuke moves. It only has Bug Buzz as well as Dazzling Beam. It doesn't have any other charge moves other than this. So I wish Niantic would have gave that Pokemon some more coverage in general. I would love to see just in general more moves on Pokemon. Like, why do you have to have 2 moves on one Pokemon here? That doesn't really make too much sense. I would rather appreciate here as my opponent sees that they get completely walled here by me. After I'm getting completely walled in the first game, I get I completely wall my opponent here right now, which is funny. But yeah, we really would appreciate some more move variety on Pokemon. Just like in general, give them some coverage. Like, why not? It's why does every Pokemon have basically 2 or 3 charge moves only? That's kind of lame. But yeah, this team is insanely weak against the lone Marowak. I didn't expect that I would see this Pokemon at all. Turns out I actually saw it twice, which is also still coming up most likely. Thanks to everybody who battled me on Twitter, of course. Every time people, we have to ask for battles like this because there was no league available where I could use it in because, it's not really a Master League Pokemon, to be fair. Every time, of course, people are going to know what I'm going to run. I don't think that anybody really hardwalled me or tried to hardwall me this time around, but still appreciate everybody who, sent me a battle today. Thanks for that. Really appreciate it. Helps me out doing the content. Much love to you all, as we're going to be able to farm hopefully down this Dedenne, but actually because we are so weak against the Marowak, we're going to farm down now with our Registeel. You saw me, by the way, before shielding a move, I think, against the Marowak with my Dugong, which I thought that they might have the move Fire Blast because they farmed up that much, but they baited me with the Shadow Bone. So I was here, that most I don't have Fire Blast then. And turns out they had Fire Blast, they baited me prior, which was a really smart decision by the opponent. So very good play there by them. Amazing play. Very nice bait there. Good job there. Very well played. We will see the next opponent having Sharpedo in the lead. Going to have access to the move Waterfall, which is less ideal. If they had Bite, I would have stayed in there, but that's why you saw me staying in there for one fast move. But here we're going to have to swap out now into our Dugong. Dugong actually is such a good Pokemon. It's just so spammy. It has so much potential against so many Pokemon. You see me just spamming those body slams here. Body slam spam is just so good in the current meta. We will be able to just shield this move up here, maybe even. We're going to be able to go ahead and go for another body slam here, and we're just going to get the shields down, which is amazing for us, as we're going to try to undercharge, but we're going to be able to knock out the opponent before that. We see now the Venusaur coming back in, which can be a little bit tricky. Let's take a look what we can do here. Body slam coming through, going to do some decent damage against the opponent. By the way, I can't wait until when Great League is back again, which is going to still take another week. We're going to have the Spring Cup coming up. If you don't want to miss anything for that, the top teams and whatever, I'm going to make a video about this as well, coming on Wednesday. So subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss that one, as well as we're going to see the Sharpedo going to have to eat up this Focus Blast. And now it's all into Ribombee. Can we outspeed the opponent's Venusaur to a charge move? They're going to go for their first one here right now. It's going to be the Frenzy Plant bait. Most likely will have knocked us out as well because we are paper thin, but we can still actually reach the Bug Buzz here, knocking out the opponent. And Ribombee actually does a pretty decent job so far. Honestly, this Pokemon was better than I expected. Definitely charges up really fast with the Fairy Wind. Just has some good nuke moves. Here we're going to encounter Comfey. Going to be one of the Pokemon that I really would appreciate to get. like, if anybody of you has this and they're like going to the EOIC in London, definitely bring them with me, because like I really would love to get one. Like I really would love to get a Comfey. Maybe we get them for the Go Fest or whatever. That would be amazing, because I really would appreciate this Pokemon. I just want to use it one. Like it's not really that crazy, but it has pretty decent stats and a very decent move pool. So I would really appreciate getting Comfey eventually. But yeah, my opponent has one, which is a very cool one, as we can go ahead and go for one payback here against the opponent's Marowak now. We're going to hit this at least, which is going to do some decent damage, as we can try to go for another charge move, but the opponent going to be able to go for one Bone Club first. But at least the Marowak is low now, and we're going to see now the Sableye coming in, and now all Pokemon are kind of low here, as we will be able to reach another charge move here with our Registeel. They're actually going to no shield, which does make a lot of sense, because we're going to be able to otherwise go for the Fairy Wind down there, or like in general for some charge move or Fairy in the back. Here we're just going to let this move go through here, as well as this going to do some decent damage. We swap out immediately, and now it's all down to Ribombee. They still get to a charge move, something that I actually really didn't expect. I thought they would already throw immediately, but they overfarmed by one. And now it's going to go down at Ribombee against the rest of the world. Let's see what's coming in next. We're going to see the Marowak coming in. They're going to swap into the Comfey. We will be able to farm down the first one. We're going to see the charge move coming through from the opponent's Marowak. Is it not a sweep? Nope, it is a sweep. 3 kills for the Ribombee. Amazing job there. Next opponent, first opponent that I actually played here, completely hardwalled me. First Pokemon here, Noctowl, cannot do anything against it. Second Pokemon, of course, we're going to have our RPS master here. We're going to have the Medicham. So yeah, basically, yeah, a normal current RPS team, which you're going to see a ton of times in the Open Great League with Medicham and the Noctowl, the 2 most common Pokemon most likely right now. But yeah, we're at least going to be able to go into a Comfey? I want to say Comfey because we had the Comfey before, or Ribombee here as well against them. We can take one Ice Punch, as we can go ahead and go for one more charge move. This is going to do some pretty decent damage. Bug Buzz coming through here, and we see the opponent swapping into the Lanturn. This game is not over yet, but this Lanturn matchup is not really like pretty here as well. Really depends. If I get two shields, I would like 2 shields and the bait, and in general the debuffs here, I want to say, then we will find we get the debuff here first, which is amazing. It's a 66% chance to debuff the opponent, so we should be hopefully in the clear to get another one as well now. That's definitely more likely to hit another one, as yeah, basically getting no debuff here. But of course we're gonna get no debuff, which really hurts, because now the opponent going to do way more damage than they would have done otherwise, which will make this matchup a little bit more awkward, as we can go ahead, go for one more Zap Cannon here. This is going to knock out the opponent if they want to let this move go through, and they do, as you see now the Noctowl coming in, and yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a tough one. They can go ahead, go for one Shadow Ball here. And yeah, while we are just barely missing out here, if I just got this move up before, that would have been so nice. If we got the debuff there before, we would have been able to get this move off there for sure. But it wouldn't have really mattered anyway, because our Ribombee is seemingly not the best answer to Noctowl, which is not really coming by a surprise. Next opponent, we're going to see a Swampert in the lead. That's going to be an awkward matchup here. We're going to be able to resist the fast move, as we are bug typing. We should be able to resist them at least, but they're still going to hurt a lot. As you see the Hydro Cannon coming through, I'm no shielding here, and they're going to like do so much damage that we can still go for our own charge move, and we can say goodbye to the Swampert, winning the lead there, allowing us to swap out here. I swapped immediately without even looking what's coming in, and sadly it's going to be the Alone Mark. I would have wanted this, of course, against our Steel type, but it's still going to be okay here, as we can go ahead and go for some charge moves. You can call the bait there with the Acid Spray, of course, their main bread and butter, as you're going to encounter now I want to say Broguiere and Skarmory. Imagine there would have been like some regional form for Skarmory. I think that would have been a cool idea in general. Game Freak, please copy me. But yeah, we see the Skarmory here, and the Skarmory will not appreciate our Registeel whatsoever. We have some lag here, which I guess is on both sides. It looked at least on both sides, which later on, I think in this matchup, there are going to be some more lag coming through. We see the move coming through. Yeah, look at this. I think the opponent actually got extra free moves, but they just came in after they threw their charge move, because this didn't look right. We're still going to be able to knock them out here, which is going to be amazing, as we see the Alolan Shadow Muck coming in here again, which will go for the bait first. I can go for my big Focus Blast. They're going to shield this move up, of course. Oh no, actually can go for the Zapking as well. They're going to get the debuff, which is amazing. I have to shield up as well, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be able to reach the next charge move in time, and I will. That's going to be able, like, that's going to win us the game here, which is going to be very decent. So yeah, good game there. Registeel are a really good Pokemon. Next opponent we're going to encounter here, let's see. We're going to see the Rhyperior, I want to say. It definitely is a Rhyperior, definitely no Ribombee. It's late, I'm a little bit tired, so sorry for that. I'm literally had a long day. We're going to see here the over the dub, we're going to be able to go for some body slams at least against the opponent's Drapion. And now we're going to see another Venusaur coming in. Quite a few Venusaur plus Drapion calls today for whatever reason. Very weird one, but definitely a very, like, two very strong Pokemon. They kind of got forgotten, to be fair. Like, honestly, like, the Venusaur I don't really see too much usually, but in those battles here, in those friendlies, I see them all the time, which is kind of funny. But yeah, they're going to be able to knock me out here with the next charge move. Very, very decently played by the opponent, because I think I will have got to the next one. But yeah, we can go ahead, go for our Registeel. Our Registeel will have a pretty decent time here, as we can go ahead and go for one Focus Blast against the opponent. This would knock them out if they don't want to shield, and of course, they don't going to shield this one up here. We're going to see the Drapion coming in, and they know already my entire team, so they can just, yeah, put basically the game plan in here. We can go ahead, go for our Focus Blast here. That's going to do some decent damage. Let's see what they have in the back now, and it's going to be a Noctowl. Very smart decision here to keep this Pokemon basically alive. If I get the debuff here, I can get to another charge move though, and I cannot get the debuff. So basically a little bit unlucky with our debuff chances again. That's basically all the time that happens a lot of times for me too, sadly, but it's okay, it's okay. We can go ahead, still go for one Dazzling Beam here, but we know already from before that's going to not knock out the opponent. Good game there. Let's go right into the next game here. We're going to see, okay, we're going to see not really a lot, because our opponent's still going to knock us out here. I thought it was already over, to be fair, but we can now see the next opponent here coming in. This is going to be also a very interesting matchup. I remember this one as well, because I don't know what rank you usually hit here. There were like some things that you could have changed, I think, in the gameplay, at least from what I've seen while I was battling. We're going to see the shield here coming up. I don't think you really need to shield the body slam here immediately. It doesn't do that much damage unless you want to stay in, which you don't want to. Surfetch coming in now has a shield disadvantage, which doesn't really help it out too much. And as you're going to be able to go ahead and farm me all the way down, which was a smart decision by you, I will be able to now shield up the move for the potential Brave Bird there. And as they go for the Night Slash, I know already that they have no Brave Bird stored here, because usually people go for the Leaf Blade for sure. This move is just so good in basically any meta right now that it kind of shows me that I don't really have to be too scared. And we now see the Dugong coming back in here, which will take and go for one Icy Wind, as we see now the Mew coming in, which we can just go for some Zap Gun, and I'm not really paying too much attention to the Mew here either. I didn't even know what they wanted to throw or how much energy they had, but they can go for one Surf here if they want to, and they do go for a Surf, and they can even go for another one if they want to, which they also do, which literally doesn't bother me whatsoever. This is like the issue with Mew in the Great League. You basically have the best moves, but they're all non-step, so like they're all going to do less damage. But we can just boom them away here. You see the Dugong coming in. We can just go for a short stint into our Ribombee. So they're going to be able to knock me out here, but I'm going to be able to just go ahead and go for one Focus Blast now, which will seal the deal. So yeah, this is going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. On the left side is my latest video. On the right side is also the top team video for the Master League right now, if you want to play that one. See you then. Bye.